I am Vizya, English teacher, working as school assistant at ZPHS Gauripatnam. I'm very happy to meet you all here. Hope you are going to enjoy this session. Today, in this session, we will be discussing Chapter 3, Taro's Reward from 6th class Honeysuckle. Taro's Reward is a beautiful story of a devoted son. As the title suggests, Taro had been rewarded for his good deeds. It's all about human values and a hint of magic. Let's enjoy English language through this story. Before we go deep into our lesson, let's have a look at the overview of this session. Overview of this session. Taro's Reward. In the overview, we can see that there is before you read activity in which we will discuss what is the story about and reflect about the story with reference to our everyday chores of activities. We even discuss if we have any mythological references because it is from Japanese folk tale. We are looking for mythological references to our culture also. And it also has reading text which covers intonation and correct pronunciation. And it has working with the text in which vocabulary, pronunciation and comprehension check are discussed. And working with language. Now, as you got an idea on the overview, we will see what are the objectives of this session. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the reward for a loving son who works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes. Recognize your responsibilities to take care of your parents. Narrate your personal experiences how you obey and honor your parents by relating yourselves to the main characters. Express feelings and reactions regarding hard work, sincerity, care, and respect for the elderly, especially on parents. Recognize the values hidden in the story which are applicable to them. Choose the right alternative answers. Now, we will move on to before you read activity. Before you read. This is a story about a thoughtful and loving son. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and gets some unexpected help. Everyone realized it. Here comes our Taro. Taro, a woodcutter. So, it is all about how a caring and loving son gets help from the Almighty, our unseen mystic force. Have you been a helping son or a daughter or a friend in your life? Have you ever heard about Shravanakumara, who carried his old blind parents on his shoulders to fulfill their last desire to go on a pilgrimage? Do you find any resemblance of Taro's love towards his parents with that of Shravanakumara's love towards his parents? Both are devotional towards their duties. Here comes Shravanakumara, carrying his old parents on his shoulders. Now let's move to reading text. Reading text. Students, you need to read this text with me. Are you ready? Here we go. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. Though he worked very hard, he earned very little money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. Look at the picture. We can see Taro with his old parents. Where is he living? He is living on a lonely hillside. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly, Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." Working with vocabulary. Guess the synonym of the underlined word. Can you replace the underlined word with other? All day long he chopped wood in the forest. What does it mean by chopped? Mixing, collecting, cutting into pieces, or tying into a bundle. What does it mean by chopping? Look at the image. He is chopping the wood. So it's the cutting into pieces. So we need to keep option B. Congrats. Now look. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. What does it mean by whistle through? Air passed through with whistling sound. Air passed through without a whistling sound. Music passing through the walls. Water passing through the cracks. What is the right answer? Yes, you are right. A is the right answer. Air passed through with whistling sound. So congratulations. Now we shall move to the reading of the text. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. So here, this refers to Taro's father expressing his desire to drink sake. Now we will move to vocabulary. Working with vocabulary. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. What does it mean by expensive? Expensive means costly. I don't want to buy an expensive dress for my birthday. Going on a tour might be expensive. So you just try to make some more sentences with the word expensive. with me. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. So he was so tired. Yes, here comes our Taro. So he chopped and chopped. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. My poor old father, he thought. If only he was as warm as I. And with that he began to chop even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man's bones. So he's working harder to make some money so that he can buy sake for his old father. Look at the vocabulary. Know the word sake. Look at the two sentences with the word sake in it, or sake in it, S-A-K-E. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? I am doing this for the sake of my career. Oh, here the same spelling. We are pronouncing in a different way. First one is sake, second one is sake. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? Here, sake means a popular Japanese drink. Sa is pronounced like fa in father and K rhymes with way. Okay, sake. I am doing this for the sake of my career. Sake. For the purpose of. For the interest of. So hope it is clear now. Sake, sake. Now, comprehension check. What did Taro's father express to drink in the cold weather? Choose the appropriate answer. A hot cup of tea, a cup of sake. Yes, you are right. A cup of sake is the right answer. Keep it up. Now, we shall look at the other vocabulary items. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. Here, made his way means went to. Taro started for work. After the vacation, Radha made her way to her office. She has to do so many things. Ravi made his way to playground after the school. Students, you have to read with me. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it be? Could it possibly rushing water? Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sound. Did he see that? Beautiful waterfall. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it sake? He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious sake instead of cold water. Oh, this is the magic. Now look at the vocabulary. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Cupped a little in his hands means took some water in his hands, as if in a cup. They drank water with their cupped hands under the tap. By looking at the picture, I think you got what does the cupped in little in his hands means, right? He tasted it again and always it was the delicious sake instead of cold water. Delicious means very tasty. Rajesh and Pratima enjoyed their delicious fruits. Mark the right item. Taro earned very little money because why do you think he earned very little money? He didn't work hard enough? No, he is working hard. The villagers didn't need wood? Oh, they need wood. Obviously, the price of wood was very low. Oh, this might be the right answer, right? So check for the answer. Yes, the price of wood was very low. So option C is the right answer. So now mark the right item. Taro decided to earn extra money to live a more comfortable life, to buy his old father some sake, to repair the cracks in the heart. What is the right option? To buy his old father some sake. Words from the box. Lonely, little, hard, young, thoughtful, delicious, beautiful. A dash woodcutter lived on a dash hillside. He was a dash son who worked dash but earned dash money. One day he saw a dash waterfall hidden behind a rock. He tasted the water and found it dash very good. So hope you all read with me. Now what is the first answer? First blank. Which word goes in the first blank? A dash woodcutter. Yes, he is very young. So what is the answer? Yes, he is very young woodcutter, lived on a lonely hillside. He was a thoughtful son who worked hard but earned little money. One day he saw a beautiful waterfall hidden behind a rock. He tasted the water and found it delicious. Dear students, you have to read the text after me, right? Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake. After only one swallow of the liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. Yes, he is dancing, right? That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of sake. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. Yeah, she is the woman. Right? Now, vocabulary. Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. Pitcher means a pot usually made of mud. Usage. People use pitcher for their storing liquid. Yes. Now, we will move to comprehension check. Mark the right item. The neighbor left Taro's hut in a hurry because she was delighted with the drink. She was astonished to hear Taro's story. She wanted to tell the whole village about the waterfall. Yes, your guess is right. She wanted to tell the whole village about the waterfall. So third option is the right answer. Now one more check is there for you. Why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Okay, why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Taro ran in the direction of the stream because he was very thirsty. He had to bath. He was very thirsty is the right answer. Very good. Well done. Now, how did Taro's father show his happiness after drinking sake? Taro's father stopped shivering and expressed his happiness. How did he express his happiness? By singing, by laughing, by dancing. What did he do? Yes, right answer, by dancing. Very good. Now one more question we are going to deal here. Strike off the words in the box below that are not suitable. So Tara wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. This shows. So from the text, what is the text or what are the sentence given? Taro wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. Now you have to strike off some words. So this is given in your textbook under working with language. Trustworthy, considerate, efficient, honest, hardworking, kind, loving, thoughtful. These are the words given. Now what we have taken away? We have taken away the trustworthy. Efficient also we don't know. Honest also we don't know. So we can keep considerate, thoughtful, hardworking and loving. These are the right answers. Okay. So considerate, kind, loving, thoughtful, hardworking. This made Taro sadder than ever. What does this refer to here? A strong wind that began to blow? Taro's father's old age? Taro's inability to buy expensive sake for his father? Yes, what is the possible answer? You are right. Taro's inability to buy expensive sake for father. This is the right answer. Very good. So, here we could see Taro's expression. So sorry that he could not afford for the drink. Now, summary of this session. Assessment of the session. This made him sad, for he was thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. What do you think the thoughtful means in this context? Caring about others or caring about oneself? Look at the image. If we come across any of these persons like pregnant woman or a person with a kid or an old person, then if we offer our seat for them, then we are all thoughtful persons. Hope you understood now. Now what is the right answer? Caring about others. So this is the right answer. Congrats. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. What is the meaning of cracks here? Narrow gaps, narrow fillings. Look at the image. Yes, you are right. It's the narrow gaps. Great job. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. What whistled through the cracks? Is it a bird? Is it the air? Yes, it's the air. Congratulations. Taro's father said, I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good. Warm refers to a high temperature, a comfortable temperature. Yes, you're right. A comfortable temperature is the right answer. You're doing great. Taro's father said, I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good. Do my old heart good? What does it refers here? In this context, can you guess? Making someone happy or making someone sad? Yes, it's making someone happy. Well done. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. What would be the reason for his decision to work harder than before? To become rich is to fulfill his father's wish. Of course, you know the answer. Yes, to fulfill his father's wish to drink a cup of sake. Well done. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. Why did he go so earlier to the forest? He went so earlier to the forest to hunt animals and earn some money, or to chop wood and earn some money. What's the right answer? Yes, you're right. To chop wood and earn some money. Well done. Summary or what we have learned. Identified the reward for a loving son who works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes. Recognize your responsibilities to take care of your parents. Narrated your personal experiences, how you obey and honor your parents by relating to the story. Expressed feelings and reactions regarding hard work, sincerity, care, and respect for elderly, especially on parents. Recognize the values hidden in the story. Choosing the right alternative answers as per the instructions given. Now these are the questions important from examination point of view, and you have to write these questions after listening to your teacher, and then only you're going to get complete perspective of this lesson, right? Nobody on earth can ever love you more than your parents. Love them, respect them. That's all for today's session, students. We will meet again and continue the discussion of Taro's reward in the next module.